All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakodash. Excuse me for that. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do group well. And I'd like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3, and Lord's will this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, or Chakodash. And the Wadi Bahashem, Yahushai, forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, Jake will choose Massa over you. Okay. And just want to do a real quick lesson. More of an exhortation, a prophetic warning. Okay. You have to understand that there's a saying in the world, not all skinfolk is kinfolk, which I did a lesson on that years ago. And that's a true statement. All right. Understanding the curses, the position we are in, and with us serving the Lord and having this knowledge, okay, that makes us enemy number one to our people, even though you would think or quote unquote assume that this knowledge would, give you more of a, an acceptance with Jake, but that's quite the contrary, okay, because Jake is truly a homeborn slave here in Babylon, all right, and in Egypt. Let me say it that way, and I'll show you why. Real quick. This is Jeremiah 2, and let's see, where do we want to start? All right, we can we could start anywhere, but let's just go right here. Jeremiah 2:14, it says, is Israel a servant? Is he a home-born slave? Why is he spoiled? So Jake has been beaten into a slave mindset, okay, where they look at Babylon as the ultimate nayer and sayer. Okay, they envy Esau. I'll say that. Okay, when you go about and you see Jake for the majority, okay, of course you have speckles of our people. Even we get on our women because majority of our women do envy Esau, the white man and white woman. But you have speckles of our people that don't mess with Esau. But for the majority, okay, the majority of our people truly envy Esau. And this just shows you the condition that Jake is in their mind. And you now knowing you're an Israelite, you have to understand that, okay? Jake is going to turn on you quick, all right? How many Jakes told me to take the jump shot and do my part, okay? You know how many Jake women told me to cover my face up and, when they had the whole 19 about. So watch when this MOTB comes, okay? Work with a Jake on a job. You'll see, all right? Jake will turn on you in the quickness. Get that I'm black, you're black, we'll give each other a pass spirit. No, right now, we are a broken nation, okay? Right now, Jake is not for his people. He is for self, okay? When I'm out and about, Jake does not treat me like I'm one of them, okay? They'll acknowledge an Edomite before they acknowledge me. Yeah, I've literally watched Jake's walk past me and shake a Edomite's hand and not even say a word to me. Not that I'm looking for it. I'm just what I'm observing, okay? And you have to understand that, all right? This is Jeremiah 9. We could start at 1, but let's get to the meat of the matter. Jeremiah 9, and let's actually try this in the NLT. Let's see what the NLT says. It says Jeremiah 9. I'll just start at 1. It says, if only my head were a pool of water and my eyes a fountain of tears, I would weep day and night for all my people who have been slaughtered. And this is Jeremiah speaking about the judgment, okay? And this judgment is going to come back times 2 upon our people. And you have to understand that you are amongst 2/3. See, on YouTube, the comment boards, the videos, this is where we can lodge together temporarily. This is where we rest together, the brothers and the few sincere sisters. This is where we can say brothers and sisters, because out in the real world, you can't say, oh, that's my brother. What's up, sister? Okay. You can't say that. All right. You can't trust Jake. You can't depend on him. You can't rely on him. You can't think because I'm so-called black and they're so-called black, we can stick together. No, there is no unification with us as a nation unless it's through the Holy Spirit at the end of the day. Okay. So this is a warning for you brothers and sisters, because I know that spirit. All right. Because I came from a world where I was kept from so-called black culture. Okay, it was in my mother's spirit to keep me from Judah. Even though my father's a so-called black man, she didn't want me in that lifestyle. So when I learned that I was an Israelite, the first thing I did was accept black and brown culture and black and brown people and what's up, brother? What's up, sister? I know that spirit. Okay. I actually know the t-shirt fringe spirit. I was one of them once, but Barakatah Yahweh Shai for fully waking me up to this truth, to this understanding, because when you're around Jake, they'll show you. Okay. Go around Jake. They'll show you, your money will end up missing, your women, your food. You're like, damn, what happened? Where was the brotherly love? Remember, not all skin folk is kinfolk. Look, not all Israel is Israel. Exactly. Not all let me get this, kinfolk. All right, not all skin folk. This is an actual statement. Not all skin folk is kinfolk. Zora Neale Hurston's famous quote, all skin folk ain't kinfolk, suggests that people of the same race may not be closely associated or similar. We are not the same, okay? We are on a completely different path. You may be with one Jake who don't mind committing adultery, but you don't. Remember, it says they think it's strange that you don't run with them, okay? It says, and that some may even discriminate against others of their own racial group. This is the evil eye towards thy brother, okay? And I personally experience it, all right? Old Jakes, young Jakes, growing up Jakes, they're evil, man, okay? And I'm saying this by experience. I'm not just saying this because I want to say it, all right? When I first learned the truth, I actually was around a lot of Judites that were Gentiles, a lot of Ephraimites, the whole sort, all the tribes, and they always will turn on each other and they give Esau a pass. Okay. Jake gives Esau a pass over you. All right. Go to a local basketball court. You'll see it. It says, Jeremiah 92, excuse me. Oh, that I could go away and forget my people and live in a traveler's shack in the desert. Right. Okay. When I'm around Jake, even though I don't do anything to, I don't do anything specifically, to ignore them, but I notice they won't acknowledge me. Okay, go to the hood. You go to the hood, get a little beef patty or whatever it is, which I really don't recommend you eat them. But go in and watch Jake, and you'll see him in the line. No one's talking to each other. There's no camaraderie. Everybody in here, so-called black in a line, all being served by Ishmael and being harassed by Esau. Here it is. You got all these nations against you. But for some reason, the collective of the same people that are getting harassed, beaten, and murdered, they can't get along. That shows you the curses right there. You have to remember our people are a cursed nation, Before you go up, hey, what's up, guys? You can't do that. Stay away from Jake, okay? Stay the F away from Jake, man. All right? Now, let's keep going. It says, for they are all adulterers. See that? You can't even leave your woman around a Jake. Shit, we barely can have women here, Ain't that a shame? This is the condition that we're in as a people. I've literally witnessed Jake wait. I'm in the world. I've witnessed Jake wait till one of their family members went to sleep to get with their family member's woman, This is what they're doing. Poor, broke, evil, and wicked to each other. This is why the Lord has a controversy with the land. Remember Hosea, He says blood touches blood. There's no truth. There's no order. There's no mercy. All right. You ain't going to get mercy from Jake. You can't expect Jake to give you a handout. Okay. It says a pack of treacherous liars. They'll lie dead to your face. They'll steal from you and then help you look for it, knowing damn well it's in their back pocket. Okay. I actually witnessed Jakes that'll befriend you and then wait till you leave and rob your house. You got to be mindful of this, man. You got to be mindful, especially if you're new coming in and you're all in that big black love, black power, black brothers, BLM. Hey, look, Jake don't think Black Lives Matter to each other. They'll go out and march. That's why Esau's got a point. He'll say, you'll go out and march if a cop kills a Jake, but you ain't marching if a Jake kills a Jake. And it's true. Now, we know it's because of the curses, but he's got you on that one, okay? You got to realize this is a lost people, all right? And you've been found. Remember, it says go to the lost sheep. Yeah, we are the lost sheep. But you can't say, well, I need to go out. You'll fuck around, get beat up dealing with Jake. Look, judgment, mashapayim for disobedience. My people bend their tongues like bows to shoot out lies. No, I wasn't. I ain't do it. I ain't do that. You know, they'll straight steal from you. Little ones too. Okay, I've literally watched little Jake's steal. You know, I was at the park just trying to get cardio in, and I watched these little pack of Israelite girls. You know, because you say, "Oh my God, look at the beautiful black babies." Yeah, all right. You won't be saying that when they steal from your ass. I literally watched them pick up someone else's ball and walk away. I say, yo, God's watching you. Oh. I say that sometimes to Jake. You gotta be careful too what you say to Jake. You know, be careful. All right. And you sister, don't be saying nothing to nobody. You know, I'm talking for the brothers, but you know, I pick and choose, you know, when to poke in and out, things like that. But for the most part, nah. You know, I don't deal too tough with Jake. I don't deal too tough with Esau either. But I understand at where we're at as a people, you know. So it says, my people bend their tongues like bows to shoot out lies. And let me say this too. It says a man of much travel gains experience. So, you know, in this walk, which it is a walk, we gain experience as men of the Lord, as watchmen. All right, there's certain attributes or talents that Yahweh Shema Shai has given us that we apply on our day to day. Okay. So I don't use these glasses just for reading. I'm looking, I'm watching, I'm observing. Okay. And I'm observing Jake, how they act, how they interact with each other, you know? And when I'm around younger Jakes, I'll tell them, they'll be like, what's up, my nigga? I'll tell them, hey, why you got to call me the N-word? But this is how they interact with each other. They'll call themselves niggas, but if somebody else do, will you say it again? You got to leave Jake alone, man. Wild bulls in the net. It says they refuse to stand up for truth, right? This is why you'll see a spirit on them, like when you're at work, and they'll maybe shoot the shit with you. They'll talk with you. They'll Jake with you. But as soon as Esau walks in the room, they scurry away, you know, because they envy their oppressor. They have a mind as a slave where when they see Massa, get back to work. See? So what you think if they act like that with you, what about when the time comes where, you know, Esau is going to be coming down on us, you know, looking for us, asking family to help find us? They're going to turn you in, man. Okay, Jake is gonna turn you in quick. All right, don't be so having such of a assumption like, nah, not my niggas. All right, you're gonna see why they call niggas. They refuse to stand up for truth. That's why they lay down for a lie. They only go from bad to worse, and you see that. You'll see Jake's like, damn man, he's doing bad. Then you see him again, oh, he's doing worse. You know, and then they'll do worse to you. I remember a brother, I'm not going to say specifically who, but there was a brother, he did a testimony. And he said when he first came in, you know, he was questioning about the 2/3 and, you know, why is this going to happen and da-da-da. And he said what the Lord did was while he was teaching, he had, I think 2 Jakes, I guess the number doesn't matter, but he had 2 Jakes that came up to him and tried to rob him on camera while he's teaching. He said, I'm teaching. I'm actually teaching. And he said the Lord showed him. The Lord showed him why 2/3 got to go. So if you have that thought or that emotion and this question in your mind, hey, the Lord will give you the answer and you'll know why, okay? So you got to be careful when you're around Jake. You got to be aware. You got to be aware, man. Hey, we're cursed people. This nigga will turn me in, all right? He'll lie on me. If I got a woman, he'll try to take her. You see? It says they only go from bad to worse. They do not know me, says Yahweh Shema Shai. And that's scary too. When you're dealing with a Jake that's not thinking about the Lord or the repercussions of his actions and the consequences for his wickedness, hey, that's a dangerous person to be around. Remember, it says, go not in a way with him where blood is nothing. You know, you got to watch who you're around. All right. Especially you now in this truth. You should not have a pack of worldly friends that you deal with, because when you meddle in too many affairs, you're not going to be innocent, okay? Let's go to Sirach 10. I believe it's Sirach 10. Let me just see real quick. Let's go to Sirach 10. Let's see what this says. Let me see. Or is it 5? It just came to mind. Let me just Google this real quick. Niggas partying during a hurricane, twerking and shit. Meddle. Let me take the caps off. Meddle not in too many affairs. Better mind your business. Remember, seek your own salvation. Do not meddle in affairs of, no, I don't want that. Sirach 11, excuse me. One chapter over. So let's go to the next chapter real quick. Let's see. Sirach 11. Okay. Let me see exactly where. And 9. Okay. Sirach 11 and 9. Okay. It says, strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not. Exactly. If I see a Jake arguing with his woman, I ain't saying shit. I don't care what they're doing. If I see two people doing something, it's none of my business. Okay. It's none of my business. It's none of my concern. Remember that in the book of Eli? He said, it's none of your business. That whole super save a whole spirit, that captain save, let me stop everybody. No, mind your business. Okay. Let these people do whatever they got to do. That's on them. Okay. You got to learn to get out of this black love spirit. I'm serious. It's a real thing. It's an actual spirit that can fall on you where you'll just, because you're black, now I have to have pity upon you. Okay. Strive. They don't feel that way. All right. They don't feel that way. What do? They rob each other. They steal from each other, you know? So you got to be careful, man. All right. And even this walk, you may feel you're not alone. All right. You're not alone. Okay. It says, strive not in a manner that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners. My son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not attain, neither shalt thou escape by flying, okay, or fleeing. You see? So you could be hanging around Jake and then end up getting caught up with them in their BS. And then you'll say, see, man, I could have just been home. I could be serving the Lord. I could be watching a video, but I had to go out with these dumbass. You see? All right. How many times you watch videos where you'll see Jake get arrested together and they turn on one another? You know, that ain't my gun, or they'll put it under someone's seat. Jake is treacherous and wicked and evil, and they'll look you in your eye while being evil. They're not going to look away. Okay. It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. And when I read this, you know what I heard? Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the gang. Don't they say gang? You know, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. So what this truth does is it gives you enough wisdom to separate yourself from the rest. And then before you know, you say, oh, I'm being holy. I'm set apart. I'm not in the midst with them, you know? But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and his law does he meditate day or night. That's what the spirit was supposed to be in. And I'm going to show you an account what happened to Moses when he tried to help. So you go to try to help Jake. Oh, that's another testimony. There's another testimony from a brother where he told me that he was driving down the street, and basically he saw some Jakes that were in need of help with their vehicle. So when he went out to help them, he perceived after helping them that they were going to rob him. You see that? So you go help Jake, and then they'll end up robbing you. And they talk about unity. We can't be among, I can't trust you. It says prove a friend first. Okay, you got to be proven. You got to be tested. We got to know if you're in the right spirit. You can't let everybody in your home. You can't let everybody have your number. You got to watch out, man. You know, it says, verse 4, beware of your neighbor. Don't even trust your brother, for brother takes advantage of brother, and a friend slanders friend. See, they all fool and defraud each other. Right. World star moments. What is it called? A nigga moment. Let's keep that one up. Let's put this in. Nigga moment. This is a real thing, you know? Nigga moment. See? That really happens all the time, all day, every day. Okay? There's a nigga moment happening right now on some block, some street, some park, some basketball court, okay? Some rec center, some gym. There's always a nigga moment. It's a real demon. This is a real demon, and you don't want to meddle in it. You don't want to be around it, okay? Let's see, just a little bit more, about to wrap it up. It says, they all fool and defraud each other. He did it. No one tells the truth. With practiced tongues, they tell lies. They wear themselves out with all their sinning. A nigga will run out of breath being a demon. You know? Why are you out of breath? I was being a demon. They pile lie upon lie and utterly refuse to acknowledge me, saith the Lord. See that? You see? This is why judgment is coming. This is why judgment is coming. Look, Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. But guess who does? Jake. And he will turn on you for Massa. Quick. Okay, what do they call it? Snitching. You know? What's that whole culture? I don't want to get into that. So let me give you this quick account. Just want to show you even what Moses had to deal with. So this shows you right here, because I'm telling you what this truth does is it does give you a spirit of compassion, understanding, and love, and and you may feel for your people, but then the Lord will show you, cut that shit out, cut that whole empathy. Let me open my home to him. Now you can't get in. He changed the locks. Now he's protected under a squatting rights. This is Exodus 2, and let's just start at 11. Exodus 2:11. It says, and it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown that he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens. Like we do. We see the burden. We understand what Jake's going through, but they don't have the spirit to understand that for you. See, you see that because now the truth has entered you. So you have new eyes in this walk. They don't have eyes. They don't have ears, okay? They're like NPCs, all right? Non-playable characters. Leave these nigga playing characters alone. Leave them alone. It says, oh man, this just came to mind. Did you see that video, them two Jake women? She said, you can't even pray with a Jake. Two women rob let's put two women rob woman in church. This black woman, this right here, look at this. Look at them, all right? Leave this shit alone, okay? Leave this shit alone. Nope, don't want your number. Don't get in my car. I don't want to talk to you. Go to IUIC. So look right here. And can you blame us? If you're in the right spirit, you can't say, man, these brothers no, we're applying wisdom. All right, who's going to pity a charmer when they're bitten? Let me get this one. Oh, I thought, look, the black report. This is beyond evil. This is beyond me. Two women, I'm assuming that says stole. Yep. Two women stole from a 78-year-old church lady while she was praying for them. They ran up $7,000 on a credit card at Sam's Club. The fuck you doing at Sam's Club? Look at his hair. Leave me alone. You gotta recognize that majority of our people are uncharted territory. Don't go around them. Don't invite them in your house. Don't say, and you sisters, don't stop trying to recruit other sisters. Come on, sister, have you been praying? You better seek your own salvation. You need to seek your own salvation. What you need is a man of the Lord. All right. But look right here. She said, can I pray with you? She's earnestly praying to Jesus while she's robbing her ass. Just like that. See? Invite her over, and then what? You wake up with your wallet missing. Let's go into this. Exodus 2:11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown that he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens, saw the ghetto, the slums, the hood, right? Saw Esau chasing them. And he spied an Egyptian smiting a Hebrew, right? So it's like he saw a cop whooping a Jake's ass, right? And, smiting a Hebrew, one of his brethren. And he looked this way and that way. And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. So Moses actually went up and fought against the oppressor that was oppressing us and helped this fellow Hebrew Israelite, right? And when he went out the second day, behold, two men of the Hebrews strove together. So they were fighting each other. It was a nigga moment, okay? What was happening? Yes, there was nigga moments in Egypt, okay? There was nigga moments in Egypt too. Let me get that picture again. We like visualization. This was happening. Moses walked up. Hey, y'all brothers shouldn't be doing that. Come on, brothers. We're supposed to be brothers. Remember that? He said, what, you trying to be smart? You trying to kick some knowledge? Remember the movie Don't Be a Menace? And he robbed him in a drive-through. He said, we're supposed to be brothers. Let me show you that one too real quick before I get up out of here. Let's just put that in. We supposed to be brothers. You cannot expect people to have loyalty and integrity like you do. Okay, come on. We supposed to be brothers. He said, what you trying to be smart? You trying to kick some knowledge? Give me everything you got. This is what Jake doing while Esau's lording over them. They'll rob each other while Esau's robbing all of us while he's on robbed land. Okay? Leave niggas alone. All right? It says, Verse 12, after looking in all directions to make sure no one was watching, Moses killed the Egyptian and hid his body in the sand. The next day, when Moses went out to visit his people again, right, man, I want to be with my brothers, man. I'm going to go to this barbecue. You know, I got to go see Auntie, right? It says he saw two Hebrew men fighting. Why, as we saying, why are you beating up your friend? Moses said to one who had started the fight. The Israelite man replied, who appointed you to be our prince and a judge? Are you going to kill me as you killed that Egyptian yesterday? Then Moses was afraid, thinking everyone knows what he did. See? And sure enough, Pharaoh heard what had happened, and he probably got told on by a Jake. Jake will tell on you, okay? Jake will tell on you, and the nigga woman will tell on you. A nigga woman will call the cops on you quick. They do not look at you like you're one of their people, okay? Remember the curses. And I'm thankful to Yahweh Shemel Shai that I understand that, all right? This is where we're at in this walk, okay? And sure enough, Pharaoh heard what had happened, and he tried to kill Moses. So they called the cops on Moses, okay? But Moses fled from Pharaoh and went to live in the land of Midian. When Moses arrived in Midian, he sat down beside a well. See that? So we go into these scriptures, and we can even go into account. This happened in Egypt back then, and this happens in Egypt again. Are we not in Egypt again? So Jake is fighting one another, and they don't look at us as authority. They don't look at us as a judge, but they do look at Esau as their authority and their judge. See that? So you got to leave them be. Let them alone. The blind lead the blind. Let them both fall in the ditch. You got to seek your own salvation now. Jacob's trouble's coming. Prophecy's getting ready to happen. Great things are coming. And this is our beautiful little secret that we can hold on to, because you can actually want the rest of the world of Israel to know, and you know you're that woke brother or sister. No, stop going around them. Okay, let them be. What is saying? I got one more, and I'm gonna end it there. Okay, one more, and I'm gonna end it there. Revelations 22. All right, let's get this real quick. Revelations 22, and right here, is it red letter? Okay, Revelations 22. Look, the final message. Okay, Revelations 22 and 11. He that is unjust, let that nigga be unjust still. Let them alone. All right? Let them, the nigga woman and the nigga man alone. Let them be. That's it. Let it be. That's them. That's not you. Okay? And he, which is filthy, let him be filthy still. That's on you. Okay? You want to do that? You want to be wicked? That's you. I'm not going to call you and text you and tell you. And no. I gotta make sure I'm on point every single day, every single thought, every single minute. Okay, as a man of the Lord and a hopeful elect, our job is 24/8. It don't stop. Even when the camera's off, when this video's done, every thought has got to be toward Yahweh Shemel Shai and righteousness. We don't have time. We don't have time to try to get Jake on our level when the Lord put us through all this labor's work to get where we're at right now. Was anybody held in your hand in your walk to this present moment, time and day, July 7th, 2024? Who was holding your hand? Who was making sure that you were fasting and you were praying and you were studying and you were I'll click that video. It was you through the Holy Spirit. So stop thinking you could hold Jake's hand in this walk, man. Okay, he's gonna turn on you quickly. Let him be filthy still. Let that nigga sag. All right, let her ass twerk with her tongue out. Do it. Keep doing it. Okay. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous. Leave us alone too. All right. Leave us alone. We leave you alone. Leave us alone. What they say, let by God, we leave us alone. You know, when we're at camp, a nigga don't want to leave. We'll leave. Okay. We will leave. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. That's it. So at the end of the day, you are to seek your own salvation. All right. You are to be calling on Yahweh Shemel Shai while he is found, because Jake is going to turn on us. Watch. They're going to call the cops on you. They're going to point where you're at. One more. Luke 21. I got to get it. I know we're about to wrap it up, but I got to get what's given to me. And then it says freely give, freely receive, you know. Luke 21 and 16. We read this all the time. This is in red letter. Yahweh Shai said this. Look, let's put this in layman's terms. Let's see how this sounds in the NLT. Even those closest to you. Remember MySpace, your top 5? Yeah, your top 5 going to turn on you. Remember T-Mobile, you're going to have a certain number of people. that you could call for free before 9. Yeah, the people that used to call after 9 for free minutes, they're going to turn on you. Even those closest to you, your parents, big mama, little mama, your parents, brothers, relatives, and friends will betray you. They will even kill some of you. See that? And everyone will hate you because you are my followers. Ooh, so it's coming. Okay? So get prepared now. Be in that mindset now. All right? Not all skin folk is kinfolk. So I pray this lesson was edifying. I pray it was encouraging, enlightening, And I just want to say, call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rachakwadash. And I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace, safety, and salutations to the Lord's elect. And with that being said, shalom.